I knew you guys would be back. I knew you wanted another math video. So I went ahead and did it for you. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys. So here's the solution to number 4. So I've gone ahead and already drawn out the sketch. I've starred my solutions right here. And here are the approximated x values that I got. And then these are the two equations that I typed into my graphing calculator. So if this is what you got for number 4, then you are good to go. And you can go ahead and get started on your homework. If this is not what you got, then stick around because we're going to go through how we got these solutions together. Okay, so as always, we're going to start off by clicking the y equals button, and we're going to start off by typing in that quadratic that's right here in blue. So it's negative x squared, and to get the negative, I want this negative down here, okay, because that's the negative sign that we're going to use. Again, we're going to hit x and then squared plus 8x minus 13. Awesome. Okay, so then we're going to scroll on down and we need to get to our absolute value symbols. So to get that, I'm going to hit the math button and then I'm going to scroll over to number, and then it's going to be this first option right here that says abs, and I'm going to hit enter. So those are my absolute value bars, and it looks like the equation is all inside the absolute value bars. And so it's already set up for me to type that in. So I'm going to go ahead and type x minus 4 and hit the bottom, and it looks like all of my equations match up. So I'm going to graph it, and this is what I get. So at first glance, I'm looking at this parabola and it's upside down, and that makes sense, right? Because that's in line with the transformation stuff that we learned in part 1 of this unit. So I've got a negative in front of my equation here, and that means it's going to be a reflection over my x-axis. Okay, so now let's take a look and see where they intersect. So at first glance, it looks like one of my solutions is going to fall in between the x values of 2 and 3, right here. And it looks like the next one is right here, which falls in between the x values of 5 and 6. So I'm going to go ahead and check my table. And so if I look at the x values of 2 and 3 and look here, no common y values, no common y values. And then if I come down to 5 and 6 and check the y values here in blue and in red, I don't see any common y values here either. So that means, again, that I'm going to have a decimal x value as the intersection point. So let's go back to our graph. Okay, so to get our intersection, we're going to go ahead and click the second button and then trace, because that'll get me to this calc menu. And then I'm going to scroll down and click on the intersect and hit enter. That first curve is on our blue graph, so I'm going to hit enter. And then the next graph, the next curve is going to be on our absolute value graph, so I'm going to hit enter again. And then I'm going to put that third cursor right on top of where it looks like they intersect and hit enter. So that first intersection point is right here at 2.679, and that's exactly what we wrote right here. Okay, let's look for our second intersection point. So we're going to do that all over again. So we're going to go second, calc. This time I'm just going to hit the number 5, and it's going to get me the same thing. So for the first one, I'm going to get it even closer to that intersection point. Okay, and then there, the second curve is on the absolute value. Hit enter. And then this third time I hit enter, I'm going to put the cursor right over where they intersect. Hit enter again. And it says that the intersection here is x equals 5.3027. And I just rounded that up to 5.303. And then I just went ahead and sketched out, and here are my solutions. It's important to note, guys, that you need both of these solutions in your answer because these two graphs cross each other at 2 different points. If you've only written one of the solutions, then you've only gotten part of the answer. Make sure you get both. All right, guys, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.